Welcome to our first edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Hollywood Lanes, 2691 West Liberty Avenue. If you can't see the lit up billboard that's outside for Hollywood Lanes, ask somebody. They'll tell you where it's at, right in Dormont, okay? Come see us. I want to thank owner Jeffrey Park. I can barely talk. That pizza was too great from upstairs. Thank you for bringing us in. We just worked out a deal. We're gonna have a smoother operation next time. We're gonna be coming back the first week of each month in 2016. So I want to thank you again for that. We appreciate it. Special thanks for his girl Friday, Lindsay. Whatever you've been doing, we appreciate it. We would have done it an hour sooner, but we got it all together and we're able to do this show. And we're broadcast out of Bethel Park, BPTV Studios. Dave Cable's the director. Somehow he trusted us. Well, he trusted me, not you, Smoking Jim. Because he has two sweeties for Jimmy on either side. It's a rare occurrence. And I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. This is Smoking Jim Frazier. And we're broadcast, like I was telling you, on BPTV, Verizon 32, everywhere in the area. Right here in Dormont, all the way to Nemacolin, Cranberry, Wexford, City of Pittsburgh. Anybody that has Verizon and Fios, you can see us on 32. We're broadcast every Tuesday through Saturday night at 7 to 8 p.m. This show will be broadcast Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Don't panic if you have Dish TV or whatever TV you were telling me. I will post it on Pittsburgh Sportsline right on Facebook. I post it and leave it up. I pin it to the top. Any of you that know Facebook, you'll see it. And I'll put it up as soon as it's available. All our shows are archived on YouTube. We have 366 shows, I think, as of today with Pittsburgh Sportsline. We also have another 30 to 40 shows that we've done with special events and other things that I've put out there. So thanks for watching our TV show. And thanks for being in our audience today. I really appreciate this. It's a new experience for me being a rock star, like Lou Potosi told me. I cannot see anybody here, so it's very strange. And I hear my voice echoing back to me, so I hope it all turns out. I want to thank everybody for all the likes on Facebook. When I left the house about 4 hours ago, Smoking Jim, I went to see your horse race, but I'll talk about that later. We had 4,977 likes. And that's our newest high. Pardon me? Devin Shea, we just got 2 people that must have smartphones. Thanks for the smartphones. I'll check on you right now. We'll move forward with that. And we always start our show off with What's on Your Mind. And it's sponsored by one of our favorites, Skeets Lewandowski. It's Skeets Service Station. Matter of fact, I had the Monday Donut Day at Skeets Service Station, so he said he can't make it tonight. He actually has to go to a meeting, Smoking Jim, that's legit, not like your meetings that you have all the time. And he'll be back another time when we need him on boxing, and we'll go from there. So we're going to start this What's on Your Mind, sponsored by Skeets Service Station, right now. Smoking Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
please don't break it.
You got to see Levine. Hey, we got a lot of celebrities in the house. Big hand for international master photographer Bill Boyce and his beautiful models in the house.
Where is he? I can't see him.
We got Uniontown Fight Club in the house. Got my favorite family in the house. Liz Lewis, her mom, her aunt, and my newest goddaughters in the house. We got a supermodel that went to Gateway High School that'll be up here a little bit later as well. You know, pardon me?
Where?
God's country.
Don't say it too often. I've been seeing a lot of things that shouldn't be happening there that you don't notice.
Well, the main thing I've been seeing, hey, Coach Mike Tomlin, quit bringing other people's trash home. Listen, You know, the Baltimore Ravens cut Jacoby Jones because he was trash. San Diego Chargers cut Jacoby Jones because he was trash. And yesterday, he bumbled, stumbled, and fumbled his way out of Pittsburgh. Antoine Blake was Jacksonville's trash. This guy couldn't cover a bed with a Susan B. Anthony quilt. You know, you got Cortez Allen that's been sitting on the bench so long, he got more wood in his butt than Home Depot. Josh Scobie was Jacksonville's trash. The Pittsburgh Steelers picked up William Gay to be a mentor. And my main man, Al Levine, the talking machine, always said the Pittsburgh Steelers don't need a mentor, they need a tour mentor. Coach Tomlin, quit bringing in all these guys. It's too light to fight, too thin to win. Kevin Colbert, this one thing you need to do with garbage. Put a lid on it.
Are you done?
You're already out.
No, I can't hear.
Speechless.
Well, no, I'm not speechless. I'm deaf. I've been sitting on his right side on purpose for 6 months. Now we moved up here, and thank you, you balanced on me. I can't even follow with this, but I'm involved in some fundraisers. Devin Shea, I don't know if you can get a close-up if I turn it up the right side. Oh, we got to do promos. My fans like that, whoever that voice was coming from. Now, this is an old Hollywood Christmas that's going to be at one of my new favorite places, the Oaks Theater in Oakwines. Jessica Lee is performing with RML Jazz. They're doing the Christmas story there, and she's singing for cereal for the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank. It's $12 a ticket, $15 for table tickets. And all you have to do, Smokin' Jim, is bring your Fruit Loops in that you haven't eaten, or your Captain Crunch, because I know you got them for 20 years. Just bring a box of non-perishable cereal, and it'll all get to the Greater Pittsburgh Food Bank. So thank you with that. Then I have a friend of mine. He's done your caricature.
Yes, sir.
He's done mine and quite a few others. Vince, the artist, Ornato, he does caricatures. He's out at Robinson Mall. I've been sending people out there. If you want something fun and you want to see your own caricature, he'll do it. $7.99 for a person. 3 minutes is all it takes. He's only done 75,000 people there. Wow. Now that you're all relaxed, I got to bring a couple things up here. Smokin' Jim, I went out to the track. Now, you know I like the horses, right? Well, your horse was racing. I don't have... You have to check Facebook. But here's Smokin' Jim. We're in a celebrity race. And I won't say he couldn't breathe for like a minute. He held his breath longer than anybody I know. These horses are going about 30 miles an hour. And I don't know if you can see or you know, but I was holding a GoPro, hanging on with one hand, and we were about 6 lengths behind. We almost caught him, but he's the winner. And his horse raced today. Ashes and Dust, they finally got a horse. Frank Favis, who's in the house here, he's taking photos by special request. He's my private photographer tonight. He agreed to that, so he'll be our extra special. We got the master photographer. We got the Dormont kid photographer, Frank Favis. So he was out there. He's a part owner of this horse. Ashes and Dust, he looked great. Now, Smokin' Jim, I took a photo. I posted it on Facebook. He looked great right before the race. These horses are not supposed to go this fast in the almost winter. They flew out of the gate. You guys don't know the time, so I'm not going to tell you, but it was fast. At the half, it was fast. And I'm not swearing, it was half fast. Okay? Now, at the 3/4, it was even faster. Well, our horse pulled out. Your horse, because I'm not allowed to own it for some reason. Ashes and Dust raced his best race at the Meadows, finished 6th because they set a record time, 1 minute 49.4 seconds.
That's fast.
Even Smokin' Jim knows it's fast. Wow. Well, your horse was probably about 5 lengths back, and he raced about 2 seconds faster than he did last week. So you got to come back out. Hey, what's really on my mind is I love the schizophrenic Steeler fans. Sometimes I'm one of them. And what do I mean by that? They won. They blew out the team. The Colts, what are we going to say? Roethlisberger owns them. So everybody today, I've been out all day, Smoking Jim, they think we're going to the Super Bowl. You just told me we don't even have a secondary. We don't have a punt returner. Then we have a guy, the best receiver in football now, AB, who he has a 2-cent brain. He doesn't even have a nickel brain. He does flips into the end zone, and when he gets hurt, hey, we'll talk to him about that. He's smarter than that. Guess what he did Sunday night? I've never seen a guy, ever, or a girl, mount the goalpost. And then I heard one of the most idiotic comments, and I know people love him, and I like how he plays, but I do not want to hear interviews. He said he jumped up to stick on the goalpost. What are you thinking? He grabbed the poor security lady's hair and jacket while people were yelling, "Look out!" And he slid right down the pole. Now, Smoking Jim's been to many places where they pole dance. Now, I was ready to text him because I said, "Did you ever see an NFL football player do a slide down the pole?" Now, this is a family show. If it's a little too much for you, you should have hid your kids' ears. Sorry about that. But that's what's on my mind, the insanity of the best receiver in football.
Alan, you told me you would never go Hollywood. And here you are. You guys made it to Hollywood. Can't believe it.
I owe it all to Jeffrey Park.
It's a nice venue. Real nice venue.
I think it's great.
Anyhow, I brought a little surprise.
Hold it, are we recording?
I hope so.
I just had to do that.
I got a little surprise for you guys tonight. First of all, get out of here. First of all, Jim will never tell us his age or when he went to school or when he went to college. I even tried Googling it. It's nowhere. So,
hey, we had a breakthrough last week. His high school number, all right, for all you trying to find who he is, number was 21, not 22.
So he's throwing us off.
No, at college it was 22, but he forgot to tell us. Okay, what do you got here for us?
Anyhow, since I'll never find out his age or when he played football, there was no way I was going to get his address. So as you know, I'm in a new venture called Send Out Cards and Gifts.
Yeah.
And I got a little special present for you guys. First of all, I got Alan a card here. It's very special because his picture is on it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Nice. I like that.
Pittsburgh Sportsline.
The talking machine. Wow. Look at that. Hold on, we need a photographer.
And I got one. Wait till I get all three of them up there.
Okay.
I got another one with both of you guys on.
Okay, we'll put that in the middle.
All right. The most important one is, if you remember a couple weeks ago, down the north side.
Yeah.
Took a picture with me and there was a crown behind me. Do you remember that?
Oh, I'm the one that pointed it out.
Exactly.
You didn't even notice it.
Well, here's one with that, and then you can read what's on the inside.
The king and his jesters. I don't know what goes on in this show.
Right
This
there,
is
Bill.
nice.
Anyhow, that's what I'm doing now. And for anybody out there that, on a personal note, or if you own a business, a lot of businesses have gotten away from sending thank you cards because they don't have the time and it costs too much money or whatever. For as little as under $10 a month, I could set people up personal-wise or in their business and do personal cards like this.
That's nice.
And everybody likes to smile. Everybody likes cards. And to make them personal like this, you can even get Alan's picture on it. That's very special, I think.
Nah, not really, but thank you.
Me neither, but I just thought I'd say that.
You know, you can't blow my ego up, all right? Other people have tried it. It's already huge. It's hard to sit in here, okay? Just so you know. But thank you. And we normally talk sports. Luckily, he has Pittsburgh Sportsline here, there, and right here. Mario, I wish you good luck in your venture.
All right.
Thank you.
Great business. Got a great business, man. I tell you what, everybody, it is always an honor when you get some adults that will give back to the community. I was fortunate enough to go to college on a football and track scholarship, so anytime somebody's running track is near and dear to my heart. They do a great job. They send these young men all over the country, and there's been a lot of success stories that came out. So big hand for the Stallions. Come on up.
Bring the whole team. Well, let's start this interview. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tell me your name.
Tyrone Fisher.
And what do you do?
Here, I am a track coach for these young kids back here.
How many did you bring with you?
We brought 5 of them with us.
Okay. Did you double check? I don't want anybody getting lost in
It's
bowling
hard.
right
There
now.
may be some over there still bowling.
Okay.
I'm not so sure. But
All right. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been a track coach for the Stallions since 2001, so going on 15 years.
That's great. What got you involved in this?
It started as an outreach program for Allegheny Youth Development. Is one of their programs to give their kids some extracurricular activities outside of their homework program that they had.
How many did you start with back then?
We started with 11,
That's why I'm asking. How many do you have now?
70.
Wow.
That is fantastic.
Now, when I said we started with the Allegheny Youth Development, that program ran for about 2 years.
Okay.
They ran out of funding, like a lot of funding for extracurricular activities
Sure.
happen like that in the city. So my cousin and I decided to just keep it going.
Who's your cousin?
Terry Fisher, right there.
Okay,
I'm
well-
glad you asked.
Well,
That's your next interview.
that's why I interview people. I ask questions, and you got the right answer. All right, we'll continue.
But yes, we decided to keep it going, so we just opened it up to the community. And it basically started out that 3rd or 4th year, it started out as small, a little more family, nieces, nephews, his sons, and some things like
When you
that.
said sons, how many?
He has 3 sons. I don't have any kids.
How'd you know I was going to ask?
I know that next question.
You know what?
Sure, some inquiring minds.
I'm going to have to get rid of this sheet. That's scripted. Go on. All right, go ahead.
But yeah, we kept it
Tell
going.
your story.
We kept it going from that 3rd year on, and it just kept building and building to where we're at now with a number of 70. And we pretty much transcend all neighborhoods. We've got kids from.
Name the neighborhoods for me, and don't be mentioning.
Well, let's just look behind us.
I can't. I'm in a bad position.
We've got Wexford. We've got Belle Silver. We've got Swickley. We've got Northside, and we have another Swickley resident.
Wow.
So we pretty much go.
Now, what are you teaching them?
Aside from the fundamentals of track and field, whatever sport, whatever event they may be in, whether it's throwing, jumping, or sprinting, the main thing that we're teaching them is a work ethic. Outside of giving them an opportunity to compete, we're teaching them how to work hard, be a team member, and just build good character skills.
That sounds great. And you've been able to grow this program
Yes,
through not just family and friends, right? It's expanded.
it's definitely expanding.
Okay, that's what I needed to.
And let me add that we're always looking for donations so we can continue.
Well, let's cut right to the chase. I always do shameless promotions. So I usually tell Smokin' Jim, because it's his show and when he brings guests on, that any flyers they have or any information, he should tell them to bring that. Because you see, I'm loaded up with different organizations and everything. I'd like to have your information. Tell us how to get a hold of you.
Well, you can stallionstrackclub.com.
Okay.
You can go on there and look at our information.
Hold it, I heard you had a Facebook page when I talked to you earlier.
I am not the administrator of that Facebook page, but we do have a Facebook.
Okay, all right, well,
So I can't speak on anything I don't handle. So
I like your style. I'm going to ask one of the kids here because I think they could help me on that.
I'm sure they can.
All right, we'll get to them in a minute. But say that again with the website. Is there a phone number you want out, or you don't want any phone numbers
No,
out?
that's fine. It's stallionstrackclub.com. You can reach me, Coach Tyrone Fisher, at 412-657-8906. Or you can reach me at my email, which is Ty@fit, F-I-T, the number 4, lifepgh.com.
Sounds good. Now, I always like to talk about winning, and sometimes just competing is fine. But can you tell us a little bit about us before I get Terry involved in this?
A little about winning.
Yeah.
I mean, we all love winners.
Okay.
I mean, we're from Pittsburgh.
Have you guys won anything? I'm
It's-
pulling
it's-
out questions
As
now.
a track club, we compete locally, regionally, and nationally.
Okay.
And the group that we have behind us have all made it to the national championships.
Wow. As you notice, I'm trying to promote these great people here.
Oh yeah, they have all made it to the national championships, which means that they were at the amongst the best at their age group in whatever event that they competed at. And we have some that actually made it on the podium, top 8 in the country.
That is awesome.
So they're all Americans.
Job well done. We're going to pass that mic over, all right? Thanks, Ty. Introduce yourself.
Terry Fisher, one of the coaches as well as co-director of the track club.
You're related to him?
Yes, we are first cousins. Our moms are sisters, so we have been around each other for a long, long time, 4 decades.
And I hate to bring it up, but I have a sense of humor. Smoking Jim has introduced me to 98 cousins. And I'm serious, because I keep track, because wherever we go, he doesn't know their names, so he trusts me. And he just tells me, so I'm at 98, and I was hoping you two didn't make 100. So I'm blessed there. And I had a problem. He told me he had 23 godchildren, and I found out it's actually 13. So you can continue, and I'm glad you are cousins, and you're having success here. And you got started due to Ty
Yes,
asking.
Tyrone initially launched the outreach program, and then once that kind of lost the funding, him and I started working together, and we decided to pull the track club together and open it up to more than just to the AYD kids that were part of that program. And then we made it.
You expanded.
Thing. We expanded, and that expansion right now we service over between 10 to 12 different school districts.
Would you want to name them? He gave me a few. Could you name them all, or
We have
because I'm testing you. This is
Cornell.
part of what I do.
I'm going to do the best I can. We have Cornell, we have Moon, we have Hopewell, we have Aliquippa, we have Pine Richland, we have Quaker Valley, we have Montour, we have West Allegheny. We have.
You know what? That's good there. If you forgot anybody, watch our show, and we'll bring you back when we have more champions, because I know we're going to have more champions.
Yes.
I can see right now, and I feel a lot of stress here because they said, how come they're not on the mic yet? You said we'd get the answer.
They're ready to talk.
Could you introduce the first one that's closest to you?
Yes, first one, her name is Danielle Bryant. Just a couple things about Danielle. Danielle is an All-American, both in the 100, 200, and the 400. Has national medals, made it to National Junior Olympics in both AAU circuit as well as USATF. She is very, very successful, and she's from the Pine Richland School District. Danielle Bryant.
You got to get a talking machine interview now. Here, it's a little dangerous. Smoking Jim, pass that around. Because, man, you lost weight too. This is unbelievable. 6 months ago, it wouldn't have got past them. Now, sorry about that. People have told me, I got complaints, but our popularity just rose like unbelievably. They said, are you really picking on Smoking Jim? And I said, yes. Now, let's get to the interview. I did that so you could relax a little. Is this your first time on TV? To be honest. Good. Now I can ask you a question. What's your name?
Danielle.
And how long have you been competing?
9 years.
How old were you when you started?
3.
All right, give me one answer.
3.
Okay, that's awesome. And what do you compete in? I know your coach told you what you won, but what's your favorite sport or competition? Do you have one? When you're competing against other...
Like event?
Yeah.
I would have to say the 400.
400. What's your time?
58.
That's low flying. That's low flying right there.
And that's why we have Smoking Jim here.
Woo.
That's all we need to know. Thank you. Congratulations and good luck to you.
Thanks.
Will you pass the mic to the next person? All right. I don't want to turn my back to you, but... Okay, good. I'm glad you're not. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Can you tell us your name?
Chantel Collins.
Chantel, how long have you been competing?
3 years.
3. And how old were you when you started?
11.
11. And what is your event? I misspoke there, but I thought we compete against everything and whatever event it may be.
The
What do you-
100, 200, and 400.
Now, I got my interpreter here. Can you tell me your times in the 100, 200, and
400.
400?
100
Be honest.
is a 13.
And you're 14.
I'm 12.
You're 12.
The 200 is a 27, and the 100 is 1 minute.
Smoking Jim, I
400
need
is
your
1 minute.
expert
She's,
input.
she's going to the Olympics in 8 years.
Okay. I don't know if they have it in 8 years. Somebody, yeah, but he's sketchy on all his math. That is really awesome. Thank you. Well, good luck to you in the future. And what school district are you in?
Obama.
Obama, okay. You want to pass the mic now? Hold it. I got the smallest guy up there. Yeah, and can you come up here, please?
Yeah.
Because my neck's starting to hurt.
Handsome guy, handsome guy.
What's your name?
Gavin Eschenball.
Say that again.
Gavin Eschenball.
Gavin. And where'd you get that medal from?
I got this one at regionals, first place, and then
Here, hold that up. Here, I'll hold it for you because
okay. And
I'll
then,
help. I have to help. It's my show, so I'll help you.
And then I have a first place for the same thing, but in a different event. I mean,
Well, that's good. And how old are you?
10.
10 years old. And you're flying. And what's your favorite event?
Javelin,
Javelin. How far?
19 something meters.
Smoking Jim, even I know that's pretty far. You're kidding. How long have you been doing this, Gavin?
My first year.
Your first year.
Oh, that's
And you're 10 years old. Congratulations. I want to personally, good luck to you.
Thanks.
And thanks for being on our show.
You're welcome.
You okay with this talking machine interview?
Yeah.
First year of national championships.
wow. That's
Get in the back
incredible.
now. That's enough about you. I need this young man here. You want to tell us your name? Hold the mic up.
My name is Aaron Ford Jr. The events I do,
I don't even have to ask questions now. Thank you.
the events I do are 100, the 400, the 200, long jump, and
Hold it. I'm getting tired.
the
There's
4x1.
There's a
and the
Jim Thorpe
4x4.
back here. Jim Thorpe.
Hold it. You just named about 7 events, or
Wow.
was I off by one? No, don't think about it.
Yeah, around
Don't
there.
think about it. I'm quick at math. I'm no smoking Jim. He thought you only did 3. Do you have any special times that you've done that you could tell us?
My fastest time in the 100 is a 13.5,
Hold it. How old are you?
11.
11 years old. Well, your coaches are something. They pump you up, don't they?
Hey, the ironic thing about it, Al, is his nickname. Ask him what his nickname was.
I'm afraid to right now.
Guess where we're sitting?
Hollywood. Hollywood. I can't wait to see it. I like your hairstyle. I used to have that when I was younger, believe it or not. Now it's changing colors on me.
Old Hollywood's going to be a future Gateway Gator.
No, he's not. I said, will you please cut any of the Gateway? What school district are you in? And be honest. Don't
Obama.
listen to him. Okay. All right, then you can't be at Gateway. They can recruit, but it's illegal. And I don't want to see my friend go to jail. And how long have you been competing?
4 years.
So you started how old? At 7? You're 11?
I started when I was 9.
9? Okay. That's pretty good. Well, I wish you best of luck in all of your events. We'll figure out the number when I check the film.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being on our show.
You're welcome.
You know the drill.
All right. My name is Austin Thomas.
How old are you?
I'm 18,
Okay. See, I knew. We're dealing with a pro right now.
of course.
Whoa, he's modest too. Your events? I just did that to mess you up a little.
I've ran the 2, 4, 8 mile, 4x4, 4x8, and long jump.
Wow. 7 events?
Yes,
Okay.
throughout the years.
No, but I just added that up. Smoking Jim. And what's your best time? that you're proud of, you're most proud of? That you may have had to work hard at?
My 800, my best was a 203.
Smoking Jim? See, that's the barometer here. And you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because that's a struggle at times.
Yeah.
We got all these educated people out here. What's your favorite?
The 800.
Is it?
Yes.
And where are you going to go to college?
I go to college right now, actually, at IUP.
How did you fool me? It got past me. And you're a freshman?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And you run track there?
No, I play rugby.
Rugby?
Yes.
Not only do we got a fast guy, we got a tough guy, and look at that smile. He got all his teeth in rugby. That's a tough sport.
For now.
No, you're fast enough. No, that's great. And I wish you good luck in school.
Thank you.
And what are you studying there? Don't tell me just sports and basket weaving, because Smoking Jim majored in both.
My major is criminal justice.
Good. And can you investigate where he lives, what his age is? Did he go to Gateway? Did he go to Cal U? Did he get 4 degrees of separation from us? All right, that's enough of that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate all of you coming here.
I tell you what, if anybody knows Iron Mike Tyson, she was Iron Mike Tyson's top ring core girl, won pageants all over the country, one of the top models in America. Big hand for Sindel Taylor.
Oh, you're all dressed up, crown and all. Thank you, Sindel. Let's get a photo here. Hopefully you don't lose the film here. That angle of shots, I don't really like you being down that low. No, I hate that.
You think she looked bigger?
No, I don't want that. I got a big enough head. Stand up. You got to stand up. I know you're up all day. Don't take any of that. Okay. We're going to start. Don't what? I'm not. I'm just telling you. I'm not a rock star. Just straight on.
Give me enough for this
Hold it. He told me you can't hurt him. Today he told me that. I won't see those because they'll be gone. We okay, Devin? You weren't filming this, were you? Well, it better be cut. Sindel, what do you have here?
I brought you guys a gift from...
You could grab that because that's very
it.
awkward.
It's really awkward. I brought you guys a gift from my last event. I actually just raised some money from a Taste from Pittsburgh's event yesterday, this past weekend. My school brought in over 35 coats in one day for homeless children to fight through the winter. So as you guys know, I do a lot of fundraisers, so that's actually from the fundraiser, so I brought it here for you guys.
Well, thank you very much. Definitely. I appreciate you getting all dressed up. What are you wearing, and explain what happened?
So this year I am your Mrs. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
Can you stand up,
American
please?
Beauty.
Can you stand up?
So I am born and raised in Pittsburgh. I actually grew up here in Dormont, right across the street from the current police station. So I'm definitely from Pittsburgh, born and bred. I competed last weekend all the way in Allentown, Pennsylvania for the title of Miss Pennsylvania. Unfortunately, I did not win that, but I'm still your local talent here, and I was graciously awarded Best Interview out of 35 contestants. I had the highest score in the interview portion, and also was awarded this year's Miss Congeniality.
Congratulations. And we're glad you're a great fan of Pittsburgh Sportsline. You've been on multiple times. We appreciate it. You even come out to the Meadows when we were doing a show.
Yeah. I do. I was actually very blessed last year to be inducted into the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame. So I'm excited to come back this year and induct the new people. So I really appreciate you guys having me on. You guys are huge supporters of everything that I do. Huge sponsors for me. Mario is in the crowd. He wants to sponsor me for a couple events. I've talked to Smokin' Jim Frazier about doing some videos. A couple other girls that I see in the crowd. Pinnacle Fight Crew's in the crowd. I work with a couple of their ladies and sponsors. Boxing people, everybody kind of knows me from around the area. Unfortunately, can't hide from my name. It's pretty unusual. So if they're talking about Sindel, it's me.
Spell that name.
It's Sindel. You guys can find me on Facebook. It's Sindel PGH. I'm the only one. if you're looking at another Sindel, it's probably the Mortal Kombat character. That's not me.
On that happy note, we've got other fighters to bring out here.
Absolutely. I'm ready to see them. So
Hey,
thank you guys so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, as always, thank you for being on the show. Bill, thanks for coming out all the way from Uniontown. And you brought me fighters tonight.
I brought you fighters. I brought you tough fighters.
I know that. I know that. Tell them who you are, because, I mean, we're friends and you've been on our show before, but I always like to get the word out on who you are and what you do.
I'm Bill Bosley, and I'm the owner of Uniontown Fight Club in Uniontown, Pennsylvania.
That's great. And how long have you been doing this?
I'm on my 9th year. I've had my fight club for 7 years, but I've did it elsewhere before.
Sure.
Helping other guys do it. So.
Well, you actually have a great reputation, and you're always helping other people out, but yet you're in competition, and you got undefeated fighters here.
I got 7 undefeated fighters, but I only brought 3.
Well, I don't blame you. Some of them have to train. You told me about 10 on, 10 off, and whatever your system is. We went through it. I'm only slightly confused. Right. That was a one-time, one-hit wonder. It's a secret. Right. Always watch the show, and we appreciate you guys watching it. And the lady next to you, just wait a second until I post it. Then you can spread it everywhere. Because if there's a mistake, no apology. I didn't tell anybody the rules before. So now I found out I got to tell them. Just wait for me. Be patient. And you see, I put stuff out everywhere. Right?
Absolutely.
So no problem. And tell me a little bit about your last night of fights that you had.
We fought at Pinnacle Fight Series. One of my pros, he was 5-0, and he fought a really tough opponent from Rufus's gym, Nick Brown, and he won the pro title, 155-pound title.
Congratulations! I've seen him fight.
He's tough kid.
Yeah.
It was a good fight too. I mean, it wasn't a
competitive.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy fight. Yeah, so we won that fight, and then I helped one of my friends from Ohio. His trainer had to step out on him at the last minute, so I helped him. Which was kind of difficult because he fought one of our local guys, and a good friend of mine too. So, but it's a sport, and I had to do what I got to do. So I couldn't leave the guy out to dry. So,
sure.
So that was there, and we have Liz is fighting on December 19th for a title in Virginia. And I just found out that today I just got a call today that Travis is going to fight at Yankee Brawl Room, and if he wins this fight, he'll have his title fight also.
Wow, that's great.
Wow. So,
and who else do you have bringing up the last?
Well, Travis is 2-0, and Ethan Hayes is 3-0.
Okay.
Ethan just fought a really tough fight last month. It was a really close decision. I mean, really close decision, and I was telling you how we trained last time.
Yeah.
And the reason that Ethan won that fight is because of the way we trained. It's that extra time you put in. It's not the 3 rounds that you put in. It's the 10 rounds that you put in. It's not the 3 minutes that you put in. It's the 5 minutes that you put in.
Wow.
It's not the 90-second break that you get during the fight. It's the 30-second break you get in the gym. So
I'm getting fired up.
I don't give them any breaks.
Where's
There's
these
no
fighters
breaks.
at? Who are they? Let me interview them.
Yeah.
You got me ready to get in the game.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So Travis will have a title fight if he wins his next fight. So
good. And we'll come back to you, but hand the mic to Liz.
Okay.
Just hold that close.
Okay.
All right. Tell them your name.
My name's Elizabeth Lewis, and I train at Uniontown Fight Club.
You might have to handle that. All right. Who do you have in the audience here?
My mother, Vicky Yegley, Jackie Yegley, my aunt, and then my daughter, Jessica, and then my cousin, Lamar.
Hey, and I'm friends with them all. Thanks for bringing them out again.
Yeah, no problem. They really like it.
Hey, I saw that good meal you're eating coming in today, so you must be in heavy-duty training for...
Yeah.
I heard you had a fight on the 19th. Is that still true?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is for a belt. Explain that.
Yeah, it's for a title belt. I think it's for Virginia.
Because I said I'd ask you because last time you didn't know, so that was excellent.
Sorry.
You can't apologize for not knowing. This coach will throw you to the lions anytime.
I know.
He does that.
Yeah.
So what should we look forward to? A win?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. Well, I like
I've
confidence.
been training really hard, doing 10 rounds every day, getting a lot of training in, a lot of stand-up too.
Well, here's what I got to ask you. You seem like the only girl with this crew. Are there other women that fight in your gym? Because I didn't bring that out of you last time, I think.
I have 9 of them now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
9 female fighters.
That's awesome.
And
All
they're
right.
all very skilled.
Are they taller than you?
No, I think we're all about the same height.
I just had to ask that. Well, thank you very much. Good luck. You want to pass those mics to Travis? And watch your step. Thank you. All right, Travis. Boy, this is difficult. I'm getting my... What exercise is that? Yeah, thanks. Travis, thanks for coming out to our show. Thanks for friending me on Facebook.
Of course.
How long have you been doing this MMA?
I've been training mixed martial arts since May of this year.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Wow. How old are you?
22.
22. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How'd you get hooked up with my man here?
Well, before I came to Uniontown Fight Club, in 2011, I took up boxing out of a local gym in Morgantown.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And,
where are you from?
Morgantown, West Virginia.
Just guessing.
Yeah, so I met Mr. Bosley through that, and then I saw him later on down the road at the same church I go to. So that was how I got hooked up with him this last time, and haven't looked back since. He fixed the flaws I had at that old boxing gym, and we've been very successful ever since.
Oh, that's great. Well, I wish you continued success.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on our show.
Of
Good
course.
luck.
Thank you.
We'll have you back after you win some more.
Yes, sir.
Pass that mic that way. You know what? Not only is he a good fighter, but he's smart. Yeah. They're smart in West Virginia here. Oh, sorry, buddy.
I'm from West Virginia.
Well, I figure I'm outnumbered. Tell them your name.
Ethan Hayes.
And how long have you been fighting?
Me and Travis actually went to the same boxing gym. So it's like, I went a little
Are you
after
guys
him.
related?
No.
Okay. Just
Different
checking.
counties.
Okay.
Since 2012,
Friends
I
of mine
boxed.
in Pittsburgh would make sure I asked that question.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you have to watch a lot of Pittsburgh folks.
Same.
Yeah, but you answered the right way. No, so you came the same route he did?
Yeah.
And you're undefeated. You went first, or?
Yeah, I came in January. Then
Okay.
he followed up after me.
Well, he saw success.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And bragging rights.
Yeah.
He wants to get in the game there.
Yeah.
Actually, one of our guys fought.
Yeah, my first boxing match, I got knocked out in 25 seconds from a guy from Uniontown Fight Club.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Thought we was pals.
Yeah. Well, not in the ring.
Obviously.
You found that out. So you're in the cage. What brought you to the cage?
It'd be kind of like bench pressing all the time instead of being good at just bench pressing. I want to be good at everything instead of just boxing.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Ethan finished in his jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Yeah, tell me.
MMA fights.
Okay.
He's finished every single opponent this year.
Wow. Explain.
Wow.
That is rare.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. You're a modest man.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you're with the right team. I'm going to give it back to the coach, and he can explain that.
Give it number one.
Yeah. Thank you. Just stay there. We're going to let the coach wrap this up because I'm impressed with that. He finished everything he started.
Yeah, so we compete in boxing matches. Not as much as we do MMA fights. Not as much as we do jiu-jitsu tournaments also.
Right.
And I do, I train jiu-jitsu. I teach jiu-jitsu twice a week, and then we go to local tournaments. We travel to Ohio sometimes. And Ethan just started this year jiu-jitsu, and he just started MMA.
Wow.
And he's finished every single opponent. He finished all his MMA fights.
Wow.
And his first two jiu-jitsu tournaments, he won and finished all his opponents. So.
Unbelievable.
I tell you what, this young lady is one of the top MMA ring card girls. She competes as a bodybuilder, bikini, fitness, and she is most proud to be a Gateway graduate. Big hand for Holly Ann.
Holly, welcome to our show.
What's going on, guys?
When I first met you, I invited all of you, and they go, "What do you mean you're a producer of TV? Smoking Jim has a show." So I'm serious. This happens all the
I think
time.
I did say that, actually.
Well, look at the other girls that you're with. They're definitely saying that. Smoking Jim got that show. Well, let me just, I don't know, did I forget to give you a card? Smoking Jim, did you give her this card? Whoa, not that one.
Oh.
Not that
I don't
one.
want that one.
No, this is Dave Cable. Actually, that's a good card. It gets you out of jail. Here's what happened to mine. Do you believe that?
Got it now.
What name's on there? Smoking Jim Frazier? All right, enough of that. Hey, thanks for being to the show. I've seen you. It looks like you have a lot of great fun, and you also work hard at it, because it's tough to get those numbers right. Smoking Jim's, interrupting you and saying, would you take a photo with me?
That's right. Yeah.
So, what got you started being a ring card girl?
I know some people that work for Pinnacle. We just kind of linked up. They're a great company to work for. They're awesome. We're actually trying to get Dom, the Honey Badger, Mazzata on the fight card for the UFC in February.
Sure.
We're trying to get him, So
He just
tell
had a
Dana
great
White
fight.
to put him on the fight card.
Yeah, that'd be great. So you'll be down at the Console Energy Center for UFC?
That's right. Yeah.
Smoking Jim, did you know that?
Yeah.
See,
I'll be cheering him on. So
he's one of your biggest fans. Tell him where you'll be at the Console Energy Center. What's that in?
That's on February 21st. Hopefully UFC's
I'll be
coming to
there.
Pittsburgh.
I'll be there.
Mark your calendar.
That's
Smoking
Black
Jim.
History Month. I'll be there.
Well, you're busy with the new Pittsburgh Courier there, so I don't think you can get out. But you'll try. No, that's great.
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing this?
My first fight with the Pinnacle company was in May.
Okay.
So, yep.
Well, that's
We've had a
good.
couple since then. We have one every 3 months, so it's going good.
Keep you busy.
Yeah.
And what else do you do?
Actually, I'm full time trying to get my fitness career to take off. I do NPC bikini. I'm gonna
Because
go.
he tells me all this stuff, and then I wonder if it's true. So. I don't know.
It's true.
Okay. Well, that's the fun we have on the show.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'm like trying to stay focused on that.
Do you have to work out then?
Yes.
Do you?
Surprisingly weird, right?
Well, here's why. I keep trying to tell people that ring card girls and models are actually athletes, and I don't know how that's working out. Nobody believes me. So
That's true,
You
yeah.
at least confirm that.
That's right.
Right?
Oh yeah, we work out, just as hard as the bodybuilders do. We're in the gym 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. We're putting in the time, we're putting in the work, so trying to get there.
Okay, one of the final questions. Did you really go to Gateway High School?
And so did he.
Hold it. Have you ever verified that?
I know it.
Just like I said, another non-answer. You tried your best, Holly Ann.
That's right.
I'm glad. Anything else you want to promote or talk about?
Just come out, come support local MMA. I mean, they put on great fights. The last card we had was amazing. It was so much fun. Everyone comes in there with a bunch of heart. They're great to watch. Come support them. Come support the NPC. It's actually a Pittsburgh-based fitness company. You can come see me May 6th next year down
Next
Soldiers
year.
and Sailors.
Okay,
Yep, in
well,
Oakland.
good luck. We'll mark the calendars. I know he already did. No doubt.
Hopefully.
He forgot the 21st. Will you keep us informed, or tell Smoking Jim on Facebook? He does a lot of business there.
Yeah.
So you can contact him easy. Thanks for being on our show.
Yeah, thanks for having
And
me.
good luck to you.
Great job.
This next guest, he was on BPTV with another lady producer, and Dave Cable goes, "Do you know Mark Schrader?" I said, "I've heard the name. I think I've seen him at some fights." He goes, "You got to watch the great show he already had on. Why isn't he a guest of yours?" Well, this went on negotiating for a year. So Mark Schrader's here. How long have you been doing this?
Well, I started Tung Sado Karate in 1989.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're older than I thought.
Yeah, I'm 41. So,
No way. Look at the shape he's in.
So I've been training, ever since I was 14 years old. I was a kid, and basically I got into karate for the simple reason is that it was kind of a fear of mine.
What do you
'cause
mean?
I don't know. I always had that tough exterior, but on the inside I was afraid of my own shadow.
Where are you from?
know. I'm from Menneson. So,
Wow.
it's a fighting town. It's where Michael Moore came from.
I know that.
And, I'm good
I
friends
met
with
Michael
Michael.
Moore.
Yeah, and I actually started with Henry Smith. His grandfather was my first boxing coach.
Over in Charleroi?
Yep, Charleroi AC. Yep. And, so I got into karate, and, I trained for a while, and I decided, hey, man, I think I could do
You like
this.
it?
Yeah. And then I face my fears. That's the biggest thing, you know, is facing your fears. And, you know, I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Are you?
Yeah, oh yeah. You give me some adrenaline, I'll go for it.
Really?
I'll take it. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Now, did you compete?
Yeah, I competed my whole life, you know, throughout the martial arts. I had my first tournament in Massachusetts when I was 15. You know, went all the way up there and
how'd you do?
Compete. I did well. I got 2 second-place trophies and 1 first-place trophy, but I got
and
first
your first
place.
competition.
Yeah, I got first place in fighting. So I decided,
A light bulb.
I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do this. And, you know, I was only 15. I was afraid, but, you know, it kind of light bulb, like, as you said, went off in my head.
Right.
And I, you know, just pursued it. I continued it. And I figure, you know, I could make a career out of it. And that's what I've done. So.
Wow. So
You know,
how long
yeah.
have you been training then? That's right.
Well, I started with Henry Smith when I was 17.
Okay. But you didn't
know,
start training.
Well, I
mean,
started
training
karate
other
at 14.
people.
No, I didn't.
That's what I mean. When did
Well,
you start? Because I've seen you,
Yeah.
you know, outside the cage and ring too.
Yeah, actually, I opened my first school when I was 19 years old.
That's what I was getting
Yeah,
to.
in Uniontown, actually.
No
And,
way.
Yeah, that's where my first school was, and I was up there for 14 years, and then I moved away from there and went to Washington. So now I'm in
So that's where you're at?
Yeah, I'm in Washington.
And,
PA.
and who's the lady you met that interviewed you on BPTV? Do you remember her name? Susie?
Yeah, Susie. That's it. That's it.
And all the fans of Mark Schrader.
Yeah.
I'm known that I can ask the questions and I can also answer them.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Give me an assist.
Well, listen, I get punched in the head for a living, so I kind of forget things.
Well, you still look like Muhammad Ali in his prime.
Well, yeah, thank you. Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
You still got it together.
Yeah.
Now, how many people do you train at this time in your gym? Do
Well,
you have a few or a couple?
Yeah, you
or-
know what? I have a really good fighter right now. He's actually 16 years old. He's been with me since he was 7.
Okay.
You know, in karate, and I sort of brought him up in the martial arts.
Yeah.
And then he transferred over to boxing. And, you know, I mean, it's actually funny because I have tons of adults that come in and train with me for
Sure.
MMA. And I put Miguel as his name, and I put him in the cage with these guys that
Yeah.
are 20s and 30s, and he beats the crap out of them.
All of them.
Oh, yeah. And then they
Wow.
get out of the cage, and I say, oh, by the way, Miguel's only 16. And they're like, oh, man. I just got my
You're a
butt beat
motivator,
by
so
a young kid. Yeah.
right, you got to motivate them back in the ring or cage,
Absolutely, absolutely. So,
and that
yeah.
works out pretty well. You also told me about Sammy Vasquez. You know
Well,
him.
yeah. I actually, you know, it's a good story that you brought that up. I'm glad you did.
Because I remembered that.
Yeah, I
haven't been hit that many times.
No. Well, that's good. So I've been hit by Sammy, and I've also hit him too. So,
Well, Sammy got a pretty heavy punch.
Oh, he's really. Believe me, I've sparred with him countless numbers of rounds, and I
Right.
know how hard he hits. You know, but when Sammy came back to me, he started out with Ryan Rimzik, which is a friend of mine.
Sure.
You know, I respect Ryan. He's a great guy, wonderful person,
Yeah.
great trainer. You know, but Sammy came to me when he was in his high school years. You know, and he came in, and I saw a lot of things that I wanted to change.
Sure.
And I did. I changed a lot of things, you know, around. I had him sitting down on his punches,
Yeah.
punching harder.
Explain the
And
sitting down to people that don't know that.
Well, basically, when you throw a punch,
You
a lot
want
of
to
people-
show them?
Yeah, a lot of people will.
Here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Could you see me here? Okay, so a lot of people.
If he can see you, can you see him?
yeah.
We got a couple more minutes of you. Let's
a
see
lot
it.
of people throw a punch and just throw like this without their hips. But when you sit down on your punch, you kind of turn your hip in and boom, and you sit down.
I hear that stomping.
Yeah, so everything I do, I have a step. So when I hit, I always step with everything, uppercut, you know, cross, hook, everything like that.
Okay.
So what I did is I taught Sammy
And
how to.
thanks for showing us
Yeah,
that.
yeah, thank you. So what I did is I taught Sammy how to sit down on his punches and actually throw harder.
Wow.
And it was actually funny because we fought a really tough kid in the area.
Yeah.
And the other gym, Sammy's going to get his butt whooped. There's no way he's going to beat this kid. Sammy knocked him out in the first round.
Wow.
Like knocked him out.
Wow.
And his trainer's eyes were as big as silver dollars. The kid couldn't stand up. He hit him so hard. And, you know, that was kind of the introduction. And Sammy come over to me. It was like, I guess I did it. And, you know, and it started the career.
Sure.
And then when I moved to Washington, he ended up going with Bob Healy, which is another friend of mine, Muscles.
We know Muscles.
Yeah, Muscles is a real good friend of mine. And actually, Muscles, gave me a personal phone call. And, he told me, he said, listen, no disrespect, Sammy's coming to the South Park.
Yeah.
I want to know if I have your blessing. I said, absolutely, Muscles, you're a friend of mine.
Right.
I do you have my blessing. And he says, and I quote, there's nothing I could teach Sammy. You've done it all for him. All I have to do at this point is keep him in shape, and that's what Muscles told me.
Wow.
Which is a
compliment.
Which is a wonderful compliment to me, and
especially from your peers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And a couple highlights in my career. I was Roy Jones Jr.'s sparring partner when he fought Felix Trinidad.
Wow.
Yeah, he chose me to be one of the 10 guys. Well, he actually tried 10 of us out. He only chose 6, and I was one of the guys that Roy chose.
That's great.
And he paid me, to be a sparring partner before that. So
nice.
yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of
good
things,
stuff.
man. I could talk for hours.
We would need you. We need another show. We've had so many guests.
Yeah.
I appreciate your patience.
Oh, thank you so
waiting.
much
And
for having me on.
Anything else? Like, how do they get a hold of you?
Yeah.
How would you do that?
Actually, it's Schraders, SHRADERS MMA.com. SchradersMMA.com.
Do you have a Facebook or anything?
Yeah, my Facebook is my name, Mark Schrader. SHR, not SCH, it's SH. And, come and find me. I'm also an actor as well. I was in Southpaw. Did a big scene with Jay. Well, I'm in pretty much the whole movie. So.
Good.
But yeah, you got to check that out
I got
too.
to go see the movie.
Yeah,
a lot
check
of
out
our
Southpaw.
friends have been in there. You're another one that's been in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan.
Lou, thanks for coming out to the show.
That's a long story, but we won't
Give me
get
the
into
short
that.
story.
The short story
Why
is
he on?
because my wife had to challenge me to an elf competition.
What's her name?
Elf.
No.
Oh, my wife? That's Judy.
Wow. I'm calling her up.
Long story short on
I
that
got her
is,
number.
long story short is, you can't have an elf on live TV. I win this round.
You didn't even mention our names.
Oh,
Not
the
with
Pittsburgh
us.
Sportsline. It's all over. You're all over Facebook. I promote you more than you promote yourself.
That's hard to believe. A new record on
It's
Pittsburgh
true.
Sportsline.
It's true. So, but Elf's helping us promote the Jam for Joey benefit concerts we do for the Joey Fabus Childhood Cancer Foundation.
He's
He's
alive.
got his little Joey Strong on there. Say hi to him.
I'm not talking to him.
Hi, Alan.
He's scary.
Hi,
I'm not interviewing him.
Alan.
Lou, get off the air.
right.
No, we
But
still got a minute left.
I came on here to
Hold
talk-
it. Look, Frank's getting
Frank.
a natural shot of you finally.
I got you.
I only want to ask you one thing about the Steelers because we don't have much time.
Yeah.
But I noticed Chris Collinsworth was actually complimenting the Steelers, so he stole all of your time.
I said they won last night. I have nothing to say, but that was all over Facebook, and he had no choice. They
Really?
played after that first quarter. They just killed the
Hold it,
Colts.
wait.
So
First, what was your thought after the first minute or two?
I thought
It's a family show.
I thought maybe they watched the presidential speech and were,
Okay.
distracted.
Well, you know,
That's
that
all
was
I'm
on
saying.
before the game.
Yeah, I thought they were
understand.
distracted.
I understand, and that's our political segment.
I made no comment
We'll save
about
that
it.
for another show.
Hey, but you
One
did
more
ask
thing.
me to say something about
Yeah.
Joey. It's the end of the year. A lot of money was donated by all the kind people out there. The foundation's getting ready to announce where the money's going to go, so maybe you can have them on to announce that in the weeks to
You
come.
know there's an open invite for all the
That's
Fabus
why I said
family
it.
and you. Come back. We'll find out what's going on in 2016.
We're going to do May 1st for the next Jam for Joey
May
benefit
Day.
concert, and I'll have more details. But thanks for having us on.
I'm glad you could make it.
Thank you.
And special thanks for the microphone.
Oh, yeah, that came in
He
handy.
saved our guests.
That's
Look at how
from-
many guests we had, almost
That's
20.
from Silent Partner, the rock band, provided the mic.
Thank you, and I'm not a rock star, but thank you.
Shameless.
You did well. Stay Joey strong.